What's up, Zombie Slayers? This is KJ48, and welcome back to my 7 Days to Die single player Let's Play. This is episode 29, and I have been super duper busy. You actually missed an entire day. I have heard you guys loud and clear in the comments. I am not getting enough done during this Let's Play, and I think I finally figured out the reason why I'm not getting enough done. I feel like I'm not getting enough done because I am spread out all over the freaking world. Alright, so this is what I did. I went to this cave system, and I took everything out of those forges. This cave system is almost clear. There's a couple chests there that have a couple items in that I want eventually, but nothing I have to go back for anytime soon. Okay, I went back over to the Cage's Keep, and I took everything out of there I'm going to need, and I somewhat organized and cleared out all the forges at my main house. Now, for those of you who don't know the way this game works, I've been educated by some people on stream, some people in the chat, some people on TeamSpeak. You want to keep your forges away from your main house because they will call in screamers. When screamers come in, they will not call the Horde. I repeat, they will not call the Horde unless they see you. It doesn't matter if you put stuff down, you can put spikes down, it matters not. They will only call the Horde if they see you. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to like, if you're going to have your forges down here, you don't want them right by the area, right by the hole that comes all the way down. You kind of want it farther away. So what I've been doing is I started like mining down this way, and then I looked on the map and I realized I was mining directly towards my house. So I didn't like that. So I figured I would turn left, which is going to bring me out this way. All right. And then I was going to mine this way. And I did find a bunch of ore here, which is really awesome. I'm really happy about this find. And I'm going to continue mining through here and just keep going and keep going and keep going until I'm a bunch of blocks away, somewhere over here, actually maybe even over here. And then eventually I will open up an area over here, and this is where my forges will be. That way when the screamers come, even if they do call a Horde, which they're not going to, but even if they do, it'll be over here and it won't be anywhere near where they can actually get down to me. So yeah, so a lot of people have been like commenting that, you know, they don't feel like I'm getting a lot done. And like I said, I've been talking to some people, and I kind of feel like the main problem with me not getting anything done is that stuff is so spread out and disorganized. I've organized quite a bit. I'm a lot less spread out now, and we are going to be working on Cage's Keep today. We're going to stay focused, and that's that. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to make some scrap iron here. You can see I'm just mass producing scrap iron, just mass producing it, mass producing there. And mass producing here. Now, while that's cooking up, I'm going to show you what I've been doing here. I've got a lot of stone. I've got quite a bit of clay, gravel, potassium nitrate. I've got a bunch of picks. I've been leveling up my tool skill, and I think I'm at around 179 now, which is really nice. And I also have been making quite a bit of concrete mix. I've got 1,200 concrete mix. I've got a couple thousand wood. I've got 128 spikes. I've got a lot of scrap iron. The scrap iron is going to be the hardest part with this whole build. That's going to be definitely the hardest part of this. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab the rest of the scrap iron out of here. And actually, while we're doing that, we are going to go ahead and make some wood farm fencing. Again, the wood farm fencing, I've been told that is the most economical way to use your wood to burn. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I was told, so I'm going to go with it. And then what we're going to do is we are going to just load these things up with fence. We got 30. Let's put like 10 in each. Actually, more than 10. There we go. I just want these things running the whole time. I'm gone. Now, if I leave the chunk, these things are going to stop working. I don't think there's any way around that, but I'm just going to load them up with you know, wood and just hope that they don't stop. Like I said, if I leave a chunk is like an area of the game that you're in that specifies if it's alive, like if things will work in it. If you ever played Minecraft, you know exactly what a chunk is. You know, oops, no, God, Cage, seriously. Give me a freaking stroke. Actually, that wouldn't have, yeah, that would have burned it. This probably has a burn time. Yeah, that would have burned it. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, so we've got quite a bit of stuff here. This thing should be running for a long time. And let's just make sure we have a lot of iron in there. It seems like we have a lot of iron. Let's just load these up. I would have done some of this off camera, but I think it's kind of important you see some of this stuff, like the way I'm like crafting stuff. I don't want to just have everything because then it looks like I spawned it in. So I will show you a little bit of you know, that kind of stuff. But we'll keep it action-packed, I promise. And we're going to be doing a lot of building today. And I even remembered to get my nail gun. By the way, I heard some dogs up here earlier. So yeah, they chewed off the door. I'm kind of... Oh, dog hordes. Isn't that like 2 days before the horde? But I didn't get any. Or is it every 10 days? I really don't remember. I think it's 2 days before the horde. I'm not really going to concern myself with it. Let's just make sure we have coffee on our hotbar. Oh boy, yeah, so a lot of people have been like, you know, Cage, you know, you didn't do anything. You placed a couple blocks today. This whole video, all you did was place a couple blocks and, you know, do this. And these aren't like trolls. These are people who have been watching me for a long time, and I respect their opinions. So I went back and watched the videos that they were talking about, and yeah, I wasn't doing a ton of inventory management, but what I was doing was I was running back and forth from place to place. I would go somewhere, I would forget what I needed, I would come back, I would go there, I'd go here, and it was just a lot of running around. So it wasn't like inventory management stuff, but it wasn't getting anything done, and it wasn't as fun of a video as I would like. I always like when people, if they have a problem with my video, to tell me so I can get better. Oh, that was pretty cool. There's your head. Okay, let's loot him up. And let's get going. We gotta go to Cage's Keep. We gotta get Cage's Keep ready. And once Cage's Keep is done, we need to fortify our basement. What do you want to call that place? The mine. We should come up with a cool name for the mine. Could be pretty nice. So yeah, we're staring down the 28-day horde. I also on stream the other day, I came over here and put down some more, where is it? Nail gun. Yeah, it's a nail gun. I put down some more of these spikes, so you can see we've got a lot more spikes down. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's slow, but we're getting there. So now we're just gonna, whoops, wrong button, Cage. I haven't used the nail gun in quite a while. Now, people say that it does use durability. So let's keep it on durability. 162. Somebody write that down. I'm gonna put a lot of these things down, and then I'm gonna like upgrade them, and then I'm gonna take a look at the durability. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do here. Cutting out these spikes isn't nearly as difficult as I thought it was gonna be. I figured, like, back in the day, like, when you cut these spikes down, you would have to, like, cut them down, and then it would go down to, like, 4 spikes. And then 3 spikes. It didn't just come up all at once like it is now. So that's really nice. That's making things a lot easier. Probably do a time lapse here at some point too, but my plans are to get this ready for the 7-day horde, which is day 28. I know I said day 27 last time. That was my mistake. It was just, it's kind of funny because like when I like think about the 7-day horde, that made me say day 27. When I really didn't mean day 27. Okay, so we're gonna have to knock this stuff out. I don't know if this stuff is important enough to get knocked out right now, but it very well might be. We're gonna at least have to knock out the stairs. This stuff takes forever, though. That's the thing that sucks. You know what? I'll do that during the time lapse. That stuff takes forever. We're gonna also have some coffee here soon. Coffee's really nice. Some people said that the XML file thing that Pam and I looked at isn't really correct. But even people that said that we were off on our numbers still admitted that the coffee has less of a wellness strain. The bonus of grain alcohol, you can like stack grain alcohol apparently. You can like drink grain alcohol twice for like twice a stamina boost, but that's like one whole wellness gone. So I don't think I want to do that. I'll stick with the coffee. I know it's basically the downside of the coffee is it takes longer to make, but that's okay. I mean, you can get a farm going. It's not that hard. And it also takes more room in your inventory, which that's fine. I don't care. I don't want to lose wellness. So that's all I got to say about that. All right, you know what, guys? This is a good time for it. Well, let's repair this. And let's go ahead and do a time lapse and enjoy the time lapse. Okay, we're back, and I actually made sure I hit the button to start DX story again. This stuff over here is gonna come out, but I'm gonna do it off camera because God, it's gonna take a long time. And if I can't get it done in time, I'll put spikes on top of it, but I'm gonna try and get it done. I'm just not gonna do it on camera because it's gonna be so freaking boring, even for a time lapse. Even for a time lapse, that's boring. So let's not do that, shall we? All right, so we are almost done. We're probably a little bit over halfway done with this place, I think. Maybe about halfway done. And we're doing okay. I don't know if we're going to need any more spikes. I'm not going to make any until we need them, though, because I don't, you know. Although we should make some small spikes. It looks like we have to replace a lot of those. Yeah, let's make some small spikes here. How many you think? 100 makes 300. And it takes 10 wood, so that's, yeah, that's not bad. 100,000 wood for that. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna need them anyway. The small spikes are still gonna be very important to our build. And by the way, I don't know if you could notice earlier, but I was trying to repair the one wall. I couldn't. I was trying to upgrade the one wall into concrete. I couldn't do it. The reason I couldn't do it was because the wall needs to be repaired and I need cobblestone for that. We'll get that done though. We'll definitely get that done. We are gonna have to go back to the base for that, but that's a small thing. You know, that's fine. I should have brought the cobblestone, but you know, can't think of everything. All right, so that goes right here. We can get that. I'll get those stairs out off camera. There we go. Oh, by the way, changing the days to 60 minutes was a godsend. Honestly, it should kind of probably be default. I kind of think that 60 minutes, 18-hour day should be default. It's going to be default for me from now on, that's for damn sure. Some of the big updates that the Fun Pimps are talking about. I'm hearing that the next update, 13.7, will not require a restart. That's not etched in stone. That's just what I've been hearing. I don't have any inside information. This is just what I've been told by people on, you know, on my videos, comment sections and such. Now, if they don't fix it, if they don't require a restart, the caves aren't getting fixed. Someone said, well, it doesn't really matter because you could just go off and find caves as long as you go into an area you haven't discovered yet. You still have a chance of getting caves, the new caves, if they fix the caves. And I was like, yeah, that's true. I guess that is true, and it's a good point. I won't bother though, just because I don't really need to now because I found ores underneath my base or underneath in my mine system, which is great. People kept telling me, Cage, just mine. Just go mine in a random area, you're going to find something. And I kept saying, no way, come on, there's no freaking way. And sure enough, they were right, man. Like, that is really cool. I'm so happy that that's the case, and I hope it stays like that because it's really awesome to be able to just mine where you want and just hope you find something, and most of the time you will. It used to be like that, you know? That's the way Minecraft was, and, you know, I know this game doesn't want to be like a Minecraft clone, but hey, man, like, I say take from the best, you know? This game's taken the best from Ark, it's taken the best from Rust, although I don't think it's taken too much from Rust, to be honest. But it has taken some, well, actually, yeah, it's taken some stuff from Rust. But it's taken the best stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, I think a famous guy, I don't know, some director or something, always said, steal from the best. So, I got no problem with that, honestly. And now they're talking about, although they are talking about taking Fallout 4's perk system and going along with that. And I'm not so much on board with that. From what I understand, the way Pam was telling me about it is they're talking about like making hard caps for skills. And I don't really want hard caps. What I want for skills is I want you to be able to pick a skill, but I want you to have choices, you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, let's check the durability on this. 162. No, upgrading does not take durability. That's a fact. I think I just proved that because I've upgraded a lot of stuff. Should probably do that as well. Yeah, so I'm all about making choices. You know, you have a bunch of perk points and you're or you have a bunch of skill points and maybe a perk point for I don't know, the steel book is 500 points or, you know, whatever. And this book might be a lot of points and oh, am I out of, oh my god, I can't believe I'm out of iron already. Jesus. These things just take so much iron. Well, let's place them back down, and then what I'll do is I'll pause the video, I'll go back, I'll get some more iron, and we will, you know, keep going. I think I can get enough iron to do this. The problem is if I'm not in the right chunk with my forges, that they haven't been running this whole time, and that could be a problem. One of the main problems in this game right now is the idea that you have to babysit your forges. And you kind of do. Honestly, you should, if you want to get like the most out of your forges, you honestly should be just sitting there with the forge open, because all the things, all those skills like that you get that like up the speed of the forge and stuff, they don't work unless the forge is open. So that's a bit irritating, but you know, hopefully they'll fix that. Okay, so let me go back. We'll pause the video here. I'm not going to bore you with any of this stuff. Let me go back, get the stuff I need, knock out that stone, and we'll get back to work. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, we're back. And the whole day's gone. Alright, we're starting the day, we're gonna go, and it's gone. Yeah, whole day gone. But, look at all this scrap iron I have. I actually made 500 cobblestone just to have the repair stuff. Dumped off some unneeded things in here. And now we're gonna head on up. I have heard screamers and all kinds of zombies up here. Nothing too crazy. Oh, we got some screamers there. Let's kill her. Alright, it sounds like they called in a horde. Let's see what we got. Nice pistol, damn. Okay, horde dispatched. Yeah, they're chewing up the house. We're definitely gonna have to. We're gonna have to defend that house. Yeah. Oh God, we got cop horde coming in. Now, will they attack the house or look? What are they gonna do? You know what? We really don't have time to defend against them, but we probably should. Alright, copper. I got your number. Alright. Do a little bit of fighting over here, not for too long. We don't have our guns. We're not gonna have our guns for the horde night either. Just don't have enough time to do everything, that's all. Oh, I'm on fire. Alright. Here we go. Oh, I thought I'd get him. Alright. Looks like we're okay. I'm going to assume that we're going to be okay there. We need to move that stuff underneath. We need to fortify that house. We've got a lot of work to do. But one problem at a time. The 7-day horde is a more imminent threat. We're not going to have guns for this horde, I don't think. Man, what are they doing over here? How did I miss that? Alright, fair enough. Gotta get that archery level up. That's the thing. I wonder if you get more experience if it actually hits the zombie. Ooh, dog. Whatever. We'll just leave him alone. We got time for this anyway. He doesn't seem to be bothered, neither am I. We might not have any guns for this first horde. Honestly, with the setup I have, I don't think I'm going to be able to shoot too many zombies anyway. So I don't think the guns are going to be relevant to me either way. If we have time after we set this up, depending on how long this takes, we might go back and get some more guns. Or get some, excuse me, get some guns, but we didn't have enough time to make any of the bullets or anything. So you can see right here, I knocked all of these out. In the back, I also knocked them out in the front. I actually placed down the spikes in the front. I knew these were going to take all day, but it had to be done, so what are you going to do? Let's do this. Let's go. Cage's Keep. What up? Cage's Keep. Stronghold. I don't want to upgrade the wood I'm sitting on. Look at that construction skill going up. Like a boss. I think if your construction, so I don't know what your construction skill going up really means, but you know, it would really help if the construction skill, when it goes up, it actually like let me use less resources. That would actually be quite handy. I mean, honestly, the resources are the biggest problem here. So if you want to do something that's going to help with that. What do we got? Oh wow, we're actually got plenty of wood. Oh my god. I can't believe how much iron we went through. I thought that iron was overkill. Like, I seriously thought the amount of iron I had was overkill. I was going to stop the iron at one point and start going back to stone. But my god, we needed it all. I can't believe how much iron you need for these things. Come on. Oops. Alright, let's go back for guns. I don't know what I did with all my little spikes. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to run back for guns. I'm going to grab some guns. I'm going to go down to the mine. I'm going to check to see if my small spikes are down there. I'm going to take a little bit of time to put down the small spikes if I can. And if I can't, you will see me next during the Horde. So, yeah, this is just going to be a walk. This shouldn't be anything special. So I'm going to call this one here. We're going to call this one here. That's going to be it for episode 29. We'll see you next time for episode 30. Till then, take it easy.